Hey, I'm Ryan with Warner Discovers, and today we're going to look at the Zemismart ZM-16 motorized blind. Now, I've gotten a few of these to do a couple shades and blinds around the house. So far, these have been working really well. So let's go ahead and see what comes in the box. So I ended up getting a majority of these through AliExpress, and I think they're around $40 to $50. This is the Zigbee only version that I'm unboxing, but they have a Wi-Fi version, an RF only version, and a Zigbee version, so 3 different ones. All of them come with RF, so the Zigbee version already has RF, the Wi-Fi version also has RF, but obviously I was looking for the Zigbee version. So first we have the manual. It basically guides you on how to turn it on, how to pair it with Zigbee, how to pair it with your Tuya app. Then we have the motor itself, which has this extra piece here, which contains the Zigbee module. And I'm not sure if the battery's in here or it's in here, but this will basically turn on its own, and this slides into your shade tube. And then this would turn your shade up and down to wind the shade up and down. Then we have a USB-C cable, which is very convenient. Everything's just transitioning to USB-C. So at the bottom here, you have your power switch and then your set button and then the USB-C port. After that, we have a bunch of mounts that come with this. So we have these 2 metal mounts, which could potentially work for the tube that you already have. Then we also have a couple different tube adapters. So this would fit into this metal mount through the hole, or this size that would fit into the hole for the metal one. And then just an important distinction for the smaller tubes. So just looking at all of the plastic pieces that come on here, mainly I'm looking to use these plastic pieces for the smaller 17mm tube. You have these mounts. Now I ordered a few of these, and these actually come with 2 different types. So this is the type that came with this one, that you can actually take the cog out, mount it on the tube, and then slide it in. But I've actually gotten a couple of these that don't have the replaceable cog, which I think makes a huge difference. But luckily you can get some of those on Amazon, which I can link in the description. Third party, but I got lucky for the next set of 4 that I bought, and they did come with this removable cog. So the next 4 pieces that remain are basically different tube size adapters. This one is for 1 tube size adapter. You can take this little metal piece off, this slides off, and then you can slide a different size in. So you have support for the 17mm, a 25mm, and a 28mm tube. And now with the remaining 2 plastic pieces, these actually go on the other end of the tube. So this would actually go on the opposite end of where your motor is. And then this fits into that adapter. So when this spins, this can also spin with it in the end. So if you had this like glued into your tube, this could fit into the end. If you had this glued in your tube, then that could go in the end and rotate. For the 17mm, I ended up just gluing this in the tube that I have, just with some hot glue. One thing I will note is that there are no screws that come with this. So whenever I've replaced one of these motors with the current shade in the house, I've actually had to reuse the screws. So I'm kind of surprised they don't come with any screws for this. So if you are looking at any of these motors, these actually come in 3 different types: Zigbee, Wi-Fi, and RF only. Again, the Zigbee and Wi-Fi also come with RF. Make sure you don't get one that you need a USB adapter to support Zigbee. If you want a Zigbee direct one, make sure it has this with it. If you get a 38mm size, then it won't have this on the end. It'll actually have it in the tube itself. But with all these motors, you can also get a remote or a solar panel or just the motor itself. If you do get a remote, you can choose from a single remote or a 9-channel remote. This is the 9-channel remote, so you can control up to 9 different groups of motors. And I think you can have upwards of like maybe 30 to 50 or something motors attached just to this alone. The bottom comes off, you have AAA batteries, and you can go change your channels, and you can have a mid limit, upper limit, down limit. I'll probably do a specific video on this remote because there's a lot of functionality to get it all set up with the different motors and the different functionality and setting limits and disconnecting and things like that. But just keep in mind, you can also get a remote with this. So I hope this helps. Planning on doing a video soon where I'm showing how I actually hooked this up to a pre-existing shade in my own home. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this unboxing helped explain some of the pieces that come in this ZM-16 setup, because I was wondering in the beginning as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.